So I just caught wind of a disturbing article and report video from CNN regarding anime and manga. You're going to be amazed at the bullshit that I uncovered with this, and I think that this is absolutely disgusting. It's not right. And for a company, a network, something this big as CNN, to make a report in this fashion and do things in this nature is irresponsible, and I feel as though, like, it's just beyond belief that a company like CNN would do this. So they made a report, and they went down to Tokyo, and they went to one particular comic book shop, and basically the whole consensus of this report video that they were doing, this article, whatever, was basically they were trying to push that anime and manga is child pornography. They cited a title such as Love Hina, for example, a bath scene, a hot tub scene in Love Hina. They were basically trying to push and say that that's child pornography. There's many different things that they did in this one. There's a manga volume that they grabbed, and they purposely blur out things that have nothing, there's nothing wrong with it. They blur out like half of the manga cover to make it seem as though the bottom half is like sexual, or like, they're having sex on the cover or something like that. And if you look at it, it's just the character's legs. And it's not that they're naked or anything. They deliberately were trying to make it seem as though it is something completely different. Apparently, they started this story up because last month sometime, a new law was passed over there in Japan regarding child pornography and things of that nature. The way they were doing things in this report was trying to make it seem as though anime and manga influences sexual predators to do things like rape people and stuff like that. This article was absolutely disturbing, disgusting, and the best way to put it is irresponsible of them, of how they approached this situation and how they approached this report. I mean, to take out volumes and take out random pages and just pretend like they blurred out a hot tub scene, and they were trying to make it seem as though this is rape, this is sex. And I mean, anybody that's seen Love Hina and Negima, is there any rape? Is there any child pornography in there? I think not. I was just flabbergasted at some of the BS that I've seen in this one, and I will link it down in the description so you guys can check it out for yourself. I can't fucking believe that this actually exists. That they are basically trying to push that anime and manga is something completely that it's not. That is influencing child pornography and influencing just these terrible things. I mean, in the report, they went down to like, when you're stooping that low to blurring things out to kind of mess with people's perception, like right now, say for example, a parent that sees that, or a grandparent that sees that, and they go and check their grandchild or their child's room and see these books in there, what's going to happen? The first thing that they're going to say is, you have child pornography in your room. This is just outrageous, and it is disturbing that something like this is actually allowed to fly. This is despicable. Because if the same thing happened, and let's just say they pulled some shit where like Blue's Clues is, just inappropriate, and they like blur out the main character guy's, the guy's legs and say, yeah, he's actually naked right here with Blue. This is disturbing. And it's like, how are they allowed to push something like that? I've never seen something like this in my life, where they are basically trying to slander. This is slander. This is defamation. I mean, I honestly wholeheartedly agree. If any of the creators saw this, or any of the people involved with licensing these materials, or the original creators wanted to take legal action against them for this, they sure as hell can, because the things that they did in this little video, this little 3-minute clip, the way they were trying to present things, the way they were trying to maneuver things around to make it seem like anime and manga is something that it completely isn't, is wrong. Completely wrong. And it's ridiculous that fuckwads like CNN can get away with shit like this, but if they try that on something else, well, they wouldn't dare anyway. They wouldn't dare to try and target certain things over here. They only do that with little minority things. So the bad name that anime and manga already has, because let's keep it real, anime and manga doesn't have the best name. A lot of people look at it and they think that it's, hentai, and that's the first thing that comes to their mind. But now they're putting it into people's minds and changing people's perceptions to thinking that this is child pornography. Love Hina is not that. Negima, none of these shits that, yeah, there is some fucked up stuff out there, and a lot of it, for the most part, is fan stuff, doge and shit, which, at the end of the day, that's not legal, and they're not doing it anyway. And regardless of what, a Love Hina bath scene is far from what they were trying to portray. It's disturbing to see something like this, and it just really got me livid that things of this nature can go out there and ruin. Like, anime and manga fans already have it bad enough that there's such a nasty perception out there. But CNN is going to take to altering things and altering people's perception by blurring things out that don't need to be blurred. It is mind-boggling the way they did this. It was almost as if they were like, get me the most bloodiest thing. Because, again, Dolls Fall, like, Volume 2. And it's like a little bit of blood. And they're like, oh yeah, they're whispering, oh yeah, look, that's blood right there. And they're like, we had to go in there with secret cameras and we had to turn our cameras off because it was just unbelievable. No, it was because you wanted to fucking get the hot article, and instead of focusing on the issue at hand, that the law has been passed over there, child pornography, this and that nature. No, let's go on a hot topic and let's try to cruise for some, attention and change the entire perception of something. I can't. Again, I can't fucking believe this. How can a company like CNN get away with this? How can they even think to do something like this? Altering images to change people's perceptions. Fucking around. Pulling bullshit. How many anime out there have hot tub scenes and have, we're going to the spa for the weekend episode and chapter? I mean, so what they're basically trying to say with blurring out Love Hina and this of that nature is that companies such as Viz Media, Funimation, all the companies involved with bringing this over here, is that they're basically bringing over child pornography is what they're saying. Is that correct, right? So if that was the assumption right there, then if this was that bad and that corrupt, wouldn't these companies be facing, like, I don't know, jail time or something? If it's illegal, right? Exactly. CNN just pulled some fucking BS, and I honestly think that they should not only retract that article, retract that video, whatever the fuck you want to call it, they need to issue an apology, because that's not how you do things, and that's not how a responsible network conducts themselves. It's just, no, that fucking has me livid right now. As an anime and manga fan, I'm passionate 110% about this. To see them do something like this is not right, and they can go fuck themselves for pulling some shit like that, because anime and manga fans already have it bad enough out there with all the stigmas. We don't need more bullshit because some fuckwads decided to go down in Japan and fucking blur shit out and pull wool over a motherfucker's eyes. Fuck CNN for this. Let me know what you guys think of this. Again, links in the description so you can check it out. Thoughts on this disgusting display of a fucking report. This ain't a report. This is a fucking propaganda. This is bamboozling bullshit. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. I'm not even going to finish the rest because it's disgusting. There's nothing to enjoy about this. Just give me your thoughts down, please. Let fucking anybody that may come across this video see that anime and manga is not this, and that this is some fucking bullshit, and we should not have to stand for dumb shit like this to come through and be allowed to be published to the world. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.